Give me a second. I've got to get my bearings here. Ah, life up. That's what I was after. The boss is, I think if I go straight here, and then in here is the boss. Haha, yes. One of the tougher bosses in the game is you fight all of the heroes from Castlevania 3. And the reason you fight all the heroes from Castlevania 3 is because that was Alucard's first appearance. And I probably should have found a save point before I did this, but... Come on. Okay, so the idea is that there are 4 player characters in Castlevania 3, and Alucard is one of them. So you get to this part of the game, and he's got to fight his old buddies. And now that I've taken care of Trevor... Okay, yeah, Trevor is the big thing, is the most dangerous one because he'll sit there and whip the crap out of you. Grant, the guy on the ceiling, he's not too terribly bad, mainly because he can really only attack with his knife but straight down, so all you gotta do is make sure you're not on the same vertical axis as him. My goodness. There we go. So if you can take out Trevor... And yeah, that's why I left those hearts there for now, so I could get them after the boss. Go away, werewolves! Yeah, as long as you can take out Trevor and keep an eye on Grant. The third character is Sypha, and she is not that bad. She's not that... doesn't take that much to kind of keep her at bay. So yeah, now I want to go this way. Jack-o'-bones? No, these are ghost dancers, not jack-o'-bones. Oh, you know what though? There's not a save point over here. But I can use this save point. Yeah, taking a quick detour, because I've got to go through a really, really tough room. And I want full life. So that was the Colosseum, and there's not a boss in the Colosseum in the regular castle if you're playing as Maria or as Richter. And this is what I wanted. So there's nothing in that room. Reason being, in the first castle, playing as Alucard, that room in the Colosseum is where he first meets Richter, and Richter sicks a Minotaur and a werewolf on him, and he's got to fight a Minotaur and a werewolf at the same time. But because there's a cutscene there, because there's a story sequence, the fight does not trigger with the other bonus characters. So just a little bit of trivia. And that's the same reason they don't have to fight Death when we get to the room that Death lives in, is because there's a cutscene there, and I guess what they did is they just went through and snipped out all the cutscenes in the game, and in doing so they removed some of the boss fights as well. Down the hatch. That's why they put spikes on the ceiling in that one room. It's because of, yeah, because now the ceiling is the floor, and life is awful. Maria actually doesn't have too much trouble in this room because she's got a one-button air dash. All you've got to do to air dash with Maria is push the R button, and she's good to go. That's what that is. Come on. Richter, whose air dash button command is a little more complicated, this room is very, very difficult for him. And of course, just because the air dash, I've got a one-button air dash, obviously doesn't mean that I, made it through the room unscathed. No, of course not. But there is a save point up here. All I gotta do is get to it. Yes, sir, right in here. And then the boss in the next area is very, very, very easy, so we will not have any problems. So yeah, deviating from the path a little bit, but I think it's worth it. All we gotta do is go over this way now. Oh, I forgot about you. Yeah, you used to be a boss, but you're not anymore because you suck. I forgot those guys were there. I completely, utterly forgot about it. Yeah. Man, look how much... He must be weak to whatever element this dragon is, because he's taking quadruple damage from it. Was he even a boss? I mean, did that guy even technically exist? Yeah, not really. Let's just go back and save it again. I'm being real paranoid because, you know what? I do not want to replay large sections of this game. I mean, I do. I love replaying Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And I am lucky enough to have a job where... And if my boss is watching this, this is a lie. I'm not actually telling the truth right now. But I'm lucky enough to have a job where I have enough downtime that I can play games while I'm sitting there waiting for stuff to happen. So I do play a lot of PSP up at the office. And as a result, I have played a lot of Symphony of the Night up at the office. Because this is a game that, if you like Symphony of the Night, you can really like it for a long time. This is one of those games where, first of all, you can play it multiple times and find cool new stuff in it every time you go through it. And second of all, once you know everything, it's still fun to go through the motions. There's a lot of... Come on, there's a lot of opportunity to challenge yourself, if that's your thing. I want to go up. Why is this being so finicky? There we go. Oh, I did not want to hit those guys. Yeah, they're much easier if you don't attack them. So I'm just going to weave my way through. Did I mention the naked Alucard challenge, or did I say that in that part of the video where I had to get rid of because... And there's nothing up here. That's a secret area, but there's nothing in there for Maria. So you got the naked Alucard challenge, which is that self-inflicted challenge where you play the game without any equipment on his Alucard. Down this shaft. Going down this shaft is easy. Going back up it is going to be a lot harder. So hopefully it won't give me too much trouble. We'll see. Oh my goodness. No, 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 I don't want that doll. I want my bird. Ugh. What was I talking about? Naked Alucard. But you kind of don't need to do the Naked Alucard challenge in Castlevania Symphony of the Night because they have what's called Luck Mode. And what Luck Mode is... And this boss is actually easier with the item crash. Come on. Come on, die. There we go. Luck Mode with Alucard, he starts the game out with a ton of luck. Like, do I want to go save it real quick? Yeah, I guess I better, because going through the chapel is difficult. So he starts out with a ton of luck, but like nothing in any of his other stats. So he's pretty much as flimsy as Maria or Richter are, and he has difficulty killing anything. The early game is extraordinarily difficult, but because he's got such high luck, the chances of him finding great equipment are raised significantly, which makes for a completely different Castlevania experience. So really, it's almost like having a fourth playable character, Alucard in Luck Mode. You're playing, it's kind of like a hard mode of the RPG-style Castlevania. Thank you for... running into that guy. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. I have no hearts. I have no hearts at all. How am I going to kill the next boss with no hearts? Can she kill these things? No. This is a bad level to farm for hearts in. Oh. No! I want my dragon! My goodness! Oh, I'm gonna die in the chapel. I told you the chapel was just as bad as the clock tower. Fortunately, there's a life up right here. Is this a heart up? No, it's just a heart. Okay, this is the room. This room right here is the room. Oh, I cannot believe I got that my first try. I cannot believe I got that my first try either. Okay, I don't have enough hearts to use my, I might be screwed because I don't have enough hearts to kill these things. Be careful, Brick Road. Do not get shot. Hey, you know what? You got out of my way, so... Oh my goodness, were you seeing that? I was getting mobbed by everything. I hate the chapel so much. That's not a save. I thought that was a save room. It's not. And we're not even to the most annoying part of the chapel yet. Great, because I went into that room, all the enemies respawned. That's exactly what I wanted. Come on, stupid chapel. Sorry this is boring, but I really need these. There's not another save point before I have to go through the next super annoying room. I think there's a heart in it, though. A big heart. So the next room I need to take pretty slow. Not the room with the sword guy. The sword guy is not bad. Okay, deep breaths. Actually, you know what? There's not a save point in the chapel before the next annoying room, but... this door opens up on the other side of... the Colosseum. That was the best idea I ever had. If you go up that little shaft there and then go to the right, there's a save room right there. It's on the other half of the Colosseum, but... no, I was going to get gang raped by minotaurs. Why did they have to put 2 minotaurs right there? Huh? Where was I saved? I gotta go through all the annoying anti-chapel rooms again. Wait, do I? No, you know what? Watch this. Yeah, I want that life up. Yeah, I will go this way. I was gonna go back to, Blackwing's lair and use the teleport, but no. I kinda do want that life up. Fortunately, it's right over here. I have no hearts. And this is not a good place to farm hearts. Things are looking bad right now. I am not ashamed to say. There's a heart. 2 more hearts, and I can use my dragon power once. Come on, get up there. I don't want to leap into one of these jelly blobs this time again. I said I didn't want to do that. God. Dang it. And I'm hung up on a little pixel of ceiling there. I gotta kill you. Go away. And all your little baby jellyfish spores, too.